Good evening, everyone. Welcome at tonight's webinar. Very nice to see so many of you joining us tonight in this live session. And yeah, we are really happy to be back online again with a new webinar. And tonight we are going to present an amazing development, which we are really excited about. But before we're going to talk about the details of the development, I would like to point out that during the webinar, it's possible that you ask questions. There's a chat, there's a public chat and a private chat on top of your screen on the right side. And anyone having a question, put your question in the chat, either public or if it's more a private question, use the private chat. And I always like to do a test if people can find the chat, but also if the sound is good. So can you please let me know if you can hear me? Because I cannot see you. And I do see we have a big group of people, but of course I don't see your screens. So can you let me know if the sound is good? I see Maria saying, yes, it's okay. Anita, good sound. Cora, yep. Annie, yes. Very good. Very good, very good. Okay. I see that everyone sees where the chat is. Like I said, I'm very excited about tonight. And we do our best to provide you all the information relevant about buying a property in Portugal, the market, and of course about the development. If you have further questions, it's possible to also schedule a one-on-one meeting. Below in the screen, there's a button that will pop up, and you can book an appointment to have a conversation with one of our agents later in the week. You can just schedule your own meeting there. And then, of course, if you're interested in the development or any other question related to buying a property in Portugal, we're very happy to do a private one-on-one session online. It also is good to mention that if you're joining the webinar, you will also receive a replay at the end, so you can always look back on what we are sharing with you tonight. Okay, well, let's begin. For those of you who do not know me yet, my name is Chantal, and I'm the owner of Divine Home. And I'm the lucky person that, or one of the lucky persons who is already working for 13 years in the Algarve. And I have a true passion for real estate. I enjoy it every day, helping people like you finding their dream home in Portugal. And yeah, of course, I don't do this by myself. We have an amazing team of professionals. And every day we do our utmost best to help you. People buying a holiday home, buying a permanent home, or buying an investment. And we do this throughout the Algarve with our 3 offices. And last year we also opened an office in the area above in the Alentejo. But throughout the Algarve, this is with 3 offices. Like I said, we do this for a long time, 13 years for myself in the Algarve, but already over 20 years of experience in real estate. We have many of our team already working with us for many, many years. And we have a team that speaks 5 different languages. We always try to aim having conversations with clients in their own language. So whether you're Dutch, whether you're English, Swedish, German, well, we do our best to really have the conversation in your own language. We have a professional service. We are very transparent. We want to provide all the information necessary for you to make your decisions. And also today, we want to just provide you all information possible. We have a global client base. Also tonight, we have many clients joining, many people joining from all over the world, which is really great to see again. So welcome again, everyone. And besides the real estate, we also have the property management and the rental service. And we have nice 5-star rating on Google, which we are very, very, very proud of. Today's webinar, we're going to talk about buying property in Portugal. How does it work? We will share a market update, what's today's market in Portugal related to real estate. And of course, we're going to give a short insight in the NHR regime. And then we're going to present the Quinta Dorada development with you. I'm not going to do this by myself. I have two co-hosts tonight. And the first one I would like to introduce to you is my colleague, John Stewart. John, welcome.
Hi, good evening.
Hi, good you're here. Can you introduce yourself and also share a bit why you chose Portugal as a country to live in?
For sure. I'm really happy to do that. Well, let me click on through into the slides. Well, I'm 47 years old. I moved to Portugal a little over 10 years ago after about an equal amount of time living in Spain. I actually left the UK back in 2004. I live in Albufeira, very close to the Quinta Dorada development, and I've loved my time here. The local people, they make us feel very welcome, and the lifestyle we enjoy here is almost second to none. I think this slide shows a selection of beautiful images from the local area, our beaches, our cuisine, our hidden treasures of the Algarve that even after 10 years of living here, I try not to take for granted. This has been more accentuated in the most recent COVID years. I mean, I've got families scattered around the world in London, Italy, Brazil, and Spain. And I think I can safely say that here in the Algarve, we suffered least during this difficult time in all our lives. The beauty and the safety of the area and the lifestyle it offers mean that I have no intention of leaving Portugal. I mean, where would I go that could offer a better lifestyle than we have here? So for my first job this evening, let me introduce Claire Silva. She's the sales manager for Quinta Dorada. She'll join me in the second part of this presentation about this exciting new project. Good evening, Claire. Thanks for the opportunity to showcase this wonderful project.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's well worth every moment. Thank you again.
Okay, so before we get into the details of Quinta Dorada, we wanted to talk a little bit about how the sales process works here in Portugal. I'm sure some of you will already be experts on this, but there'll be other more novice people within the group that are really just taking the first steps along the road. So it all starts with what you're doing now, preparation and research. Before you jump on a plane, it's good to get an understanding of the market, research of the type of the properties that you want and that you can afford. Then, once you've shortlisted, the viewing can commence. As agents, for us, this has changed quite a lot in the last couple of years. We now, because of COVID, do many viewings by video, where properties for clients traveling is difficult. This often leads to sales where clients have never stepped foot in the properties that they're buying before they own them. So that's a real new thing for us. Well, once you've selected the property of your dreams, we enter into the negotiation phase of securing your home. With a lack of properties in the market right now, and the number of the buyers that we currently have, these margins are small, and sometimes we even see properties selling above the asking price at the moment. Once we do agree a price, then we can move to the reservation phase. A property can be reserved for 2 to 3 weeks to allow transfer of funds, and normally a holding fee is requested that is fully refundable. You can still quit from the sale during this period. The due diligence is done by your lawyer, and he also in this period will prepare the CPCV, what we call the promissory contract. The promissory contract, once agreed, is where you legally commit to buying a property in Portugal. A large deposit is paid at this point, and the owners, should you quit, will keep this funds. We'll also set a date in this contract where the sale will be finalised and you take ownership of property. We normally refer to this as the deed. We sign all the title deeds here at the notary, where the balance of the funds are paid, and you collect the keys of your new home. Are there any questions that we have at the moment on this process?
Yeah, John, what might be good to mention, I see it here also in a private chat question, is that this process is similar for resale property and new build property. Of course, today we're presenting an off-plan development. Also here, the steps are similar, correct?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, the reservation periods are normally the same, generally sort of 2 to 3 weeks. Deposits are generally held by the buyer's lawyer, so they're not actually transferred to the owners or the builders in this case until we actually go to the promissory contract. That can differ with some other builders, but I think we've been assured that with Quinta Dorada, they're happy for the lawyers to hold the deposits. So that deposit money on the reservation is fully refundable, and it really is just like a goodwill gesture to make sure that we're taking the property off the market in good faith.
Yeah, and that the lawyer can do the due diligence, and that contracts can be prepared, and then we go into a contract. Okay, very good.
Okay, so let's move on to have a little bit of a look at the market and see what's happening in Portugal. There's really good news. In 2021, the Portuguese market as a whole, on average, went up by 12.2% year on year. And if we then zoom in on the Algarve, that increased further at 13.9%. Now, the Algarve was the only area outside of Lisbon to get higher than the national average. So what's driving these large increase in prices? Well, COVID has had a big effect on it. When the pandemic started in early 2020, none of us knew exactly how this would take effect on the market. But what we saw was an acceleration of buyers' desires to move their plans forward and move to Portugal as soon as possible. People who were retiring decided to do it early. People trapped in cities during lockdown looked for new lives in safer environments. And people that were now able to work from home realized that home did not have to be in the country where they were employed. I think these three factors caused a huge upswing in the number of inquiries we're dealing with and the number of sales transactions we entered into in both 2020 and 2021. The Golden Visa. The Golden Visa rules changed in January of this year, making it harder to buy property in the most desirable areas, coastal areas like Lisbon, Porto, and the Algarve. So at the end of 2021, this caused a rush from clients outside Europe to get on that scheme if they wanted to secure their EU passports and residency. This also included post-Brexit British buyers that account for the largest share of the international market. We also saw a larger diversity in clients coming from around the globe. We had a lot of Americans and Canadians, North Americans, which now account for nearly 10% of the transactions done by Divine Home in 2021. Portugal was spotlighted as one of the world's best places to live, and nowhere was this truer than in an article by Forbes in 2020. Forbes ran the article titled "Living and Retiring Overseas Post the Coronavirus." And according to this article, the Algarve was the #1 place in the world to live. What a great statement. But why did they come to that conclusion? Well, firstly, of course, our climate. The Algarve has over 3,000 hours of sunshine a year on average, and the Algarve also has no bad weather months. The next reason they chose was safety. Portugal is ranked as the third safest place to live in the world. Only the islands of Iceland and New Zealand score higher, so Portugal is actually the safest continental country to live in the world. Infrastructure was next on their list. There's been a huge amount of investment in Portugal in infrastructure in recent years. Motorways and airports have all been updated and modernized. Faro Airport underwent a major upgrade, and there are plans in progress for a second international airport at Lisbon. This all goes together to make connecting to Portugal much, much easier, and traveling here is easier than it's ever been before. It truly is now a gateway to Europe. Healthcare was also one of the reasons listed by Forbes. The standard of the system showed its worth during the vaccination against COVID-19. We're currently the second most vaccinated country in the world. And I think that the credit there goes to the health professionals and the general, the retired army general that ran this implementation. We couldn't talk about the Algarve without talking about golf. With over 80 courses in less than 100 miles of coastline, it really is a mecca for all devoted golfers. And also our beaches. Forbes drew attention to how clean and safe our beaches are. 88 of them hold the blue flag for the excellent water quality and the cleanliness. Having traveled extensively throughout my life, I also think some of the most beautiful beaches in the world are here, without a doubt, the best in Europe. The Algarve is truly a paradise, and the coastline is one of the most protected we have in Europe. The affordable cost of living is also a major factor in why people want to live here. It's on average 30% lower than most EU countries, making your money go further every step of your life. The language as well was a big factor for Forbes. English is spoken here as a second language. The good relationship that Portugal has had with the UK historically, that means that everybody you meet on the street here in the Algarve speaks English as well as a native. Healthy living. Our diet in the Algarve is second to none. We eat more fresh fish per capita than in any other European country, and this is combined with fresh produce and amazing wine, if I do say so myself. We really eat like kings. We also have some of the cleanest air in Europe, and our streets are generally litter-free. So retiree residency was the last reason Forbes gave for the reason to make Portugal the #1 place in the world to live. Retiring and becoming a resident in Portugal couldn't be easier. You can qualify for visa requirements by simply showing a reliable income of €1,200 per month. And with the NHR scheme, this is even more attractive for a large number of international retirees. So let's talk a little bit about what NHR means. NHR is the non-habitual residency scheme. Launched in 2009 to attract investment in Portugal, there are nearly 30,000 residents who have taken advantage of this scheme's benefits. Although these are openly available to most foreign nationals, I think it's worth pointing out that there are some limitations for our Dutch clients. And if you're interested in this topic, then you should really consult with a lawyer as to which benefits will apply to your personal circumstances. So the benefits are, firstly, a 10% flat tax on pensions and foreign income. Secondly, tax exemption on dividends, real estate gains and rental income and interest. Then there's a flat 20% for self-employed Portuguese income from predefined scientific and artistic and technical professions, combined with exemption on tax gifts or inheritance to tax family members. Lastly, there's 0% wealth tax here in Portugal. So I think a combination of these good lifestyle, climate, ease of residency and tax benefits, you can see why so many people are choosing to make Portugal their home. And I think this leads us nicely into the second section of our presentation, the beautiful development that is Quinta Dorada. Before we get into the details about what this incredible development is, I thought it was worth mentioning the literal translation of its name. Quinta Dorada translates into the Golden Farm. I think this is a very fitting name, as the resort will set a new gold standard for living in Albufeira. So what was the concept behind this unique project. Luxury living, exceptional design, exclusive service, facilities, and amenities. These three things combine together. The resort itself comprises 97 properties with elegant apartments, townhouses, and villas, all combining contemporary design with the state-of-the-art luxury living. Boasting exquisite finishes, the highest standards of energy efficiency, the properties are complemented by a 5-star facilities and services, a luxury boutique hotel, concierge restaurant, spa, and gym. I think this is a good moment to talk to Claire about this exciting new concept. How long has this been in the planning? And what else can you tell us about the idea, the people behind it, and what our owners can expect?
Yes, well, we've been in, the original owner had bought this land quite a few years ago, 12 years ago, and we have been slowly developing it to make it what it is today. It's been a long road, but it had to just be perfect because of the location. It's quite high, and it's deserves a very beautiful development. So everything was handpicked. Even the architect was handpicked, and he's one of Portugal's most renowned architect, Vasco Vieira. And he was very happy to take it on because he knows how to manipulate, and he knows how to create, and he knows how to make these perfect places that are comfortable, but yet very contemporary, very simple and clean, with beautiful views, lots of natural light. It's his signature. So the process was long, but well worth it. And we're all very happy that we're at this moment today, and construction has started, and we're on our way with a few units already sold, but just very excited about our next steps. January was a great month. February is just at the middle here and just doing really well as well. So we're hoping to get this project on its way and hopefully invite some new faces from new countries.
That's brilliant. Well, look, I'm really pleased that you mentioned Vasco, because he is the topic of my next slide. The brain behind this amazing architecture. For those of you that haven't heard his name, he's probably Portugal's most renowned architect. With a list of awards that spans decades, his influence on architectural trends goes beyond the boundaries of Portugal. In 2004, he was listed as one of the top 10 architects in the world by Homes Overseas magazine, and he's overseen both residential and commercial projects across the globe. He is internationally recognized for his contemporary style, his simplicity, the beauty and functionality and efficiency of the properties that he designs. So how did you manage to get him on board, Claire? For me, it's really exciting to be able to showcase one of his amazing projects.
Well, it didn't take much convincing. He really loved the area. Of course, the fact that we are in a very high terrain and we have 360-degree views, he was very excited to build these homes because of the fact that with the contemporary style and the open style, he then puts the floor-to-ceiling windows throughout the units, and you have this beautiful view from everywhere, from your living room, from the bathroom, and from the bedroom. So he was very excited to take it on and showcase, of course, his speciality, which is these beautiful, very warm but contemporary homes. Yes, he was very happy to take it on.
Super. I mean, his designs are so sleek. I guess the views just form, a wonderful natural backdrop to your daily lives. So let's have a look more about the location. As we say in the UK, location, location, location. Well, here we have what's going to be an amazing place. It's set in rolling country hills just to the west of central Albufeira, just minutes from the old town and its charming cobbled streets. I mean, I've made Albufeira my home over the last 10 years, and I really think it's a jewel in the crown of the Algarve. With the most endless choice of excellent restaurants and beautiful beaches. It offers a true all-year-round life that some of the smaller coastal towns do not. So I can really see why you've chosen this area. Claire, just give us a little insight over the choice of the area.
Yes, well, the area was bought 12 years ago because of the actual location. Very close to Albufeira Marina, only a 7-minute drive to major shopping malls and grocery stores. So not far, but yet away from the crowd and away from the noise. So it was very, very specific that this was chosen because of the fact that we wanted to build something very luxurious and on its own, that would stand on its own, but still be close enough that the owners can actually drive and it wouldn't be a very far drive. Again, I mentioned the fact that we're very high up also was the number one reason. And of course, the location is just gorgeous. We have on one side, we're facing north, which you can see beautiful mountains. And on the south side, we still have sea views, which is the main thing on this project.
Fantastic. Well, let's take a little overview of the project. Here's the master plan from above. And if we break this down into its different areas, it's the first initial launch of the properties we're promoting, only those that are inside the white dotted line that marks phase 1 of the project. So this includes 9 villas and 32 apartments, and they're forecast to be complete in June 2023. Phase 2 will include the hotel, an additional 4 villas and 16 townhouses. This is forecast to be completed in 2024 at the end, near October. Phase 3 will be forecast to complete in October 2025. And this is the remaining 4 villas and another 32 apartments. Claire, what can you add to the overview of this project?
Well, we are going to, this is phase 1, 2, and 3. And when this is complete, we will add phase 4, which will also add a few more properties, which will be, we're looking at 2026, 27. And which will complete this project. There won't be many in phase 4. There will be more larger villas, and it will be a little bit lower down on the west side. So we are looking forward to completing phase 1, 2, and 3 to actually get on to phase 4, and then that will complete the project in this area. And hopefully we will move on to our next project.
Fantastic. Well, before you do that, let's take a deep dive into the beautiful Pinheiro apartments. I'm going to show you a short video of Vasco Vieira's concepts. I think they say more about it than we ever could. So let's run our first video. So I'm sure you'll agree that the designs are truly breathtaking. As we zoom in on them, there are two different styles of apartment that you have on offer there. The ground floor has its own private garden and private swimming pool, and the penthouse apartments have rooftop terraces also with private swimming pools. All the apartments benefit from private underground parking and storage rooms with lift access to all the floors and the roof terraces. I think, Claire, I mean, what else can we say about these amazing apartments? It's so unusual to find apartment complexes where every single unit has its own private pool. And the roof terraces, well, they're going to offer the most amazing views, aren't they? I mean, it's just fantastic.
Yes. So the key features of the apartments are actually the interiors, where we have beautiful crayon kitchens and crayon bathtubs, all made and formed with one piece. Just absolutely gorgeous. The flooring is all beautiful big tiles, and of course we can't forget about the underfloor heating. And so these are pure luxury, pure contemporary, open plan, beautiful floor to ceiling windows, lovely large pools. I mean, there's just so much in these apartments that I can say, but there's wonderful lighting. We have the absolutely beautiful rooftop terrace with a pool and a beautiful fireplace, a beautiful seating area, lovely to entertain family and friends. And of course, the lift goes all the way from your parking garage, and you take your groceries all the way up to your rooftop terrace. No need to stop anywhere. It was thought through for people who, regardless if they wanted to live there full time or spend 2 weeks, it is no nonsense. You are not cleaning all the time. Everything is prepared. Everything is there for you. It's super clean. Nothing is, out of place. So everything was thought through very, very carefully when we had the plan to make these apartments. They are absolutely gorgeous.
So let's take a little closer look at the floor plans in more detail. Here we have the ground floor apartment. As you can see, there are 2 bedrooms shown to the right of the diagram. The master is en suite, and the second studio bedroom below has a bathroom that functions as an ensuite and also as a social bathroom for your guests. Both have these wonderful floor-to-ceiling glass that is a signature of Vasco Vieira. To the left, we see this large open-plan living and dining room, again with the large glass wall that opens to the expansive terrace and pool. The important features of these ground floor plans, what else can they consider here? Why would you choose one of the ground floors, Claire?
The ground floor has also a wonderful feature where everything is on one floor. Everything is on one level. So you have your beautiful 2 bedrooms, you have your 2 bathrooms, your open space, living room and kitchen. And then of course you have this beautiful terrace for entertaining and your pool. You also have a little garden as well. It is very important for some people. Some people don't, they want the pool within reach of their living room and their kitchen. And of course it's up to the individual taste. We had to make 2 different styles, of course, because some people wouldn't want to be on top or wouldn't want to have the pool separated. But again, you have these beautiful large floor to ceiling windows that open up onto your beautiful terrace, and you walk out into your beautiful pool. And this was very important that we had these 2 different styles to give people more choices.
So let's then move upstairs. And as we move to the penthouses, again, we have this sort of similar 2-bedroom and 2-bathroom configuration to the right of the diagram. Again, to the left, we have this large open plan living and dining room that leads to a private balcony, a large private balcony. But here we see the significant difference from the ground floor with the stairs that access the roof, terrace and pool. And I mean, I love the chill out area up there. I can just see myself, checking my Facebook in the evening, watching the sunset. But this isn't the only way we get to the roof, right? Not through those stairs. You've designed quite an ingenious design for the lift. Remember how you told me about when we first met? Can you tell us how that works now?
Yes. So the lift, like I said, the lift goes actually from your garage. So from your car, you can go all the way up to the terrace, and it has a left and right door. So it's a personal private door that opens to one apartment or the other. It won't open both ways. So it's very private. And again, the apartments are actually separated. They're not attached to each other between the lift. So the lift sits in the middle. So you always have a nice big space between the apartments. And again, the rooftop terrace also has a beautiful green, the greenery that will cover from the view of your next door neighbor. So very private. And again, with the beautiful fireplace in the evenings, sometimes it's a little bit chilly here. So you put on your fireplace and it's a beautiful spot to watch that sunset. And of course, up here where we are, we have absolutely fabulous, spectacular sunsets here.
It will really be amazing, I'm sure. Okay, so that's a quick overview of the properties. So let's have a look at the special prices that we've managed to secure for this event. The ground floor apartments will be priced from 480,000 euros, and the penthouses will also begin at 490,000 euros. Claire, we've already had some reservations in process. How long can our clients expect these prices to be on offer?
Yes, we have already sold 4 apartments. 2 of them are the corner units, and yes, we have a bit of a few clients who are just at the moment in process of making the reservation agreements. And yes, they will go fast. The price is not high. We will be actually revisiting and reviewing the prices in about 3 to 4 weeks. So the launch prices will be going up.
Okay, well, I'm really glad we've kept them as they are for this event. Well, we're going to give you a little bit more information about the finishing apartments a little bit later in the presentation and how you can customize them to make them your own. But now let's turn to the Amendoeira villas. There are only 2 of the 9 villas on offer today that fall into this design category. And again, I'd like to show you a short video to showcase these beautiful houses. So if we can now run our second video. Okay, so in total there are 5 villas that are going to be built in this style, but we only have 2 available in this first phase. They're constructed over 3 floors with a basement, ground, and first floor, and there's a large roof terrace, obviously with the 360-degree panoramic views that we've talked so much about. They have private gardens and a raised pool, which is this beautiful infinity edge with a waterfall feature. And again, there are personal choices to be made in the internal finishings. The plots vary between sort of 542 meters squared and 665 meters squared, depending upon their location in the development. Now, they all have 3 bedrooms, but I've broken the plans over 2 slides so we can see it better for this webinar format. On the left of the slide, you see the basement with ample space for 2 cars and stairs that lead to the first ground floor shown on the right. Here you'll find the sleeping accommodation with a large master bedroom ensuite to the right of the diagram. And the 2 guest bedrooms are adjacent to the right of the master, one of which has the social bathroom that again doubles as an ensuite. The social bathroom overlooks the waterfall feature in the garden that's the overflow from the raised infinity pool. And again, we have the floor-to-ceiling glass in all bedrooms that blend your indoor and outdoor space into one. As we move to the first floor, we enter into the amazing living and dining room. With the glass walls on 2 opposite sides, the light and views available from this room will be simply amazing. On the bottom, you see how this opens completely to the sun terrace and the pool, and I'm sure it'll be simply stunning. As we head to the roof, you have a large chill out area, complete with fire pit for autumn evenings. And again, the views from here look north to Monchique and are surrounded completely by the stunning countryside. Sea views will be available from some of the villas, but that is quite limited. Is there anything that you can add, Claire, that I might have missed?
Well, actually, the villas have a great spaces, great open spaces. This is a great opportunity for any new owner to pick and choose the color of their kitchen, the color of their tiles. This would be the perfect moment to make the house their own, their dream house, the way they like it. And these are ones that you can actually select beautiful from 5 different tiles, 5 different kitchen colors, and the faucets is absolutely beautiful, from matte black to silver to copper. Just wonderful. The actual bathroom sinks are all one piece and have this beautiful flow of water so that the water never sits inside the sink. Again, thought very thoroughly so that people wouldn't have to spend lots of time cleaning.
Wonderful. So the launch price for these 2 villas is 1.5 million. And again, these are the only 2 of the Amendoeira villas that we have in the first phase. So if this layout, if this style is really what you're looking for, then I'd strongly suggest that you click the 1-to-1 buttons below and book an appointment so we can talk you through the details of these houses. Okay, our last offering this evening is the Villas Figueira. Again, these are 3-bedroom detached villas, but there are some subtle differences that I'm sure will appeal to our viewers. Let's have a look at the last of our videos to showcase these beautiful houses. So there'll be 5 of these houses available in the first phase of the project. They're constructed over 2 floors, with the most notable difference being that there's a master bedroom on the same level as the living room and kitchen, which is great for anybody who does not want to bother with the stairs. Again, there are private gardens, again, there are the infinity pools, and again, the signature roof terrace with the amazing views. Again, you're able to put your own signature to the house through the wide choice of finishings that Claire has already spoken about. As we look at the floor plans, on the right is the lower floor, where there is the garage for the 2 cars. Sorry, the left is they have the garage for the 2 cars. There are 2 guest bedrooms with 1 bathroom. From both rooms, you can access the pool by the external stair. There's also a large lounge which would probably double as a cinema room. On the first floor, there's a large open plan living room with glass on 2 sides facing the pool and the terrace, and also the large master suite with walk-in wardrobe and ensuite bathroom. There's also a social bathroom for visiting guests. Outside is the large sun terrace and the infinity pool, and as we move to roof, again, there is the amazing chill out area with the fire pit. Claire, I'm sure I've not done the house justice it deserves. What else can you add?
This is one of my favorite designs because it actually has an inside glass tureen that will showcase a beautiful green tree or many trees, depending on if the owner prefers more. And I think this is a wonderful feature because it brings the outdoors indoors, and it just gives you that beautiful, natural, beautiful nature look. So this will be very, very large just before the kitchen, and as you turn around from the front door. So it's going to be the very first thing that your guests see is this spectacular tureen, very large tureen from floor to ceiling, with this beautiful greenery showcased inside. And of course, the natural sun that is gleaming inside this villa is fantastic. The other feature of this villa is that on the terrace, you have an overhang from the rooftop so that if you do need shade, and as you know, Portugal has 300 days of sunshine, sometimes you need a little bit of shade. This house is perfect. It has this beautiful overhang. When maybe you're in the sun too long, push your sunbed a little bit more closer to the house, and there you are. You're in the shade. So it has this beautiful feature of the overhang.
Wonderful. Well, let's again.
I have one question from the chat that I would like to ask you, Claire. The question was if you can confirm that the villas are detached villas.
Yes, they are all detached. All villas are detached. Yes.
Yeah, and there also there was a question to say, is there space in the yard to make outdoor entertaining for children to play? What can they do with the yard?
Yes, there is quite a bit of garden that you can put swing sets, toys. Absolutely, there is a lot of space. Yes, on the outside of the villas, lots of greenery as well. It'll all be manicured.
Very good, very good. Thank you very much. That was one of the questions from the chat. Back to you, John.
Okay, well, let's look at the launch prices again. We have the same price here as we do with the Amendoeira villas. Although we do have more units available here, I still would think it's obviously good to recommend any interest as early as possible, because I think these are beautiful homes. I think they're going to be an amazing development when it's finished. And I'm sure once the sales guys hit the ground running, they won't be available for much longer. So we've talked about the 3 different styles of houses in the first phase. Let's now dive in and have a look at the fixtures and the finishings of the properties. Starting with the kitchens, these are all being designed by the world-renowned Porcelanosa brand. These contemporary kitchens are going to be fully manufactured in Europe using top quality processes and wood from sustainably harvested forests bearing the FCC stamp. The kitchens feature quality cabinet hardware, water and heat resistant carcasses, increased storage capacity, more convenient soft closed drawers, highly robust hinges, sophisticated shelf supports, and more resistant wall hangers. You mentioned earlier the trademarked Kiron material that's used in the countertops and the sinks with a natural stone look. This is a new generation eco-friendly solid surface. It's heat resistant, antibacterial, easy cleaning, and durable to impacts, shocks and stains. Claire, when you first talked to me about how you'd be doing this for Porcelanosa, you really impressed me with the overview of how clients can choose their design and manipulate the design. Can you share that again with us now, please?
Yes, absolutely. I will just mention that the kitchen sinks and countertops are actually all one piece. So it's an actual mold that Porcelanosa factory are making for us. And it is one piece, which will solve all these problems of, having this little wedge where you sometimes get a little bit of wetness or dirt. There is not going to be any of this. And again, keeping in mind that most of our clients will be just coming for holidays, it would need to be something that would be very easy, clean, and this is the perfect material. Crayon is very durable, lasts many, many lifetimes, and it will be used in the kitchens and the bathrooms. And also the bathtub is going to be one solid piece with no rims, and it's not a square piece, it's a beautiful oval shape, almost like a piece of art, actually. So we took a long time to choose these, and of course, keeping in mind the luxury of these pieces are, phenomenal.
That's what I mean. It is really wonderful. I mean, the thing that I was referring to when we first met, when we discussed the configurator with Porcelanosa, is that's still going to be an option for our clients?
Yes. Well, yes, of course. They have lots of choices. There's absolutely lots of choices, and of course, you need to match your kitchen cabinets to your flooring and all sorts of things. Let's talk about the appliances, which will be either Siemens or Miele. We're still on the negotiations with them. So top quality, and of course, yes, there is lots of room for our new buyers to choose, make it their own, and make it their most beautiful, treasured homes.
Wonderful. Let's move into the bathrooms. You jumped ahead a little bit when we were talking about. I mean, these are quintessentially elegant bathrooms. Again, they're delivered by Porcelanosa. Truly a space of luxury and indulgence. The striking design combines traditional and natural materials with innovative finishes, including lacquers and glass. Again, using the high-tech Kiron material with the freestanding bathtubs that lended a sculptural touch to this calm and harmonious environment. I mean, for me, I think this looks like the perfect place to soak away the day's stress. And Claire, you had a real hand in choosing these beautiful baths. Can you tell us why?
Yes, my favorite room of the house is that beautiful bathtub. I sat in it many times in Porcelanosa factories, and there you can see it. It is one piece, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. It looks like a piece of art, I have to tell you. And as you can see, the faucet is actually sitting on the ground. It's actually not on the wall. So we have given lots of thought to that. There is the option, however, if they would prefer it to be coming out from the wall, they can actually do that as well. lots of choices and beautiful materials to work with. You can see how very clean and how very simple and contemporary this bathroom is. And this bathroom is actually very nice because it's got a very elegant window that faces the pool as well. And it has these slats which give it a little bit of a privacy. So it's got a very special feature, this bathroom.
Mm-hmm. Looks really, really beautiful. So as we then move into sustainable energy, I mean, today we're all more conscious of our own carbon footprints, and with the rising energy costs across the globe, it's even more important that we make sure any house you buy will help reduce both these factors. All properties here at Quinta Dorada are classified with an A-rated certification for energy efficiency and are largely powered by renewable energy, saving of up to about 50% against the average costs. Claire, can you tell us a little bit more how you achieved this amazing energy rating?
Yes, well, the materials that were used are very special and very thought through. Of course, the windows, again, double pane, double glazed. We went to long lengths to find these to help people, of course, and even the air conditioning system itself took us quite a long time to actually choose. And at the end of the day, we did find a very, very good one that actually has a UV light in the pipes itself that actually clean 99% of the germs. And, as we know, today we have to keep very clean and very safe from viruses. So yes, we took a long time to go through what was necessary to build these at a very energy efficient way. And as you can see, the floor to ceiling windows, if they are not the top windows, there's a lot of breeze that goes through these because they're floor to ceiling. So they are absolutely the top of the top range.
You've stolen my thunder. I mean, that new system that you have with the air conditioning that removes the bacteria and the fungi from the air. I mean, that's state-of-the-art technology. I don't think I've seen that implemented in anything outside of a private house. Having this across a whole development is really quite something. So that combines also with the underfloor heating to produce this wonderful energy efficient property. So let's then move on to the home automation. With all the houses, you've got pre-installed domotics, which mean each property can be turned into a smart home, enabling you to monitor and control the lighting, climate, appliance and entertainment systems at the touch of a button, whether you're in the property or on the other side of the planet. There is also the possibility of including home security, such as an access control and alarm system. Again, Claire, this is really future-proof technology, isn't it?
Yes, well, we are 2022. We have to be automated wherever you go. So yes, this is very important. This is a very important feature. A lot of people don't have time to be going through all the rooms. You can actually, from your phone, you can actually turn off everything. It's a great way to lock up and go if maybe someone forgot a light on when they close the villa and are on their way back home. So this is a great feature for them. It is very safe. You can do it from your phone, from anywhere, from your airplane, in the car. So it's a great feature, and it's very easy to use as well. And of course, this will save you a lot of money as well. Imagine you leave and go to the beach and you forgot all the air conditioning's on. This is a great feature because it'll tell you that it's on when you leave the house.
Mm-hmm. Amazing. It's incredible stuff, the world we live in. Okay,
John and Claire, we can talk, of course, for hours and hours about this development, and we will speak a lot more about it. But we do come towards the end. I think it's good to still mention the services, John, as a run through. By just mentioning them, and then we take a final look at the questions in the chat if there's any urgent questions to answer in the live session, and then we go towards the roundup. John.
Let's try and get through this last section. Sorry that we're taking longer than we're supposed to. There's so much to say and so little time to say it. So, I mean, obviously, I think the first of the services really we talk about is the hotel, the 5-star hotel there. If we look back to the start of this discussion, when we were talking about Quinta Dorada, it goes beyond just owning a luxury property. It becomes actually living a luxury lifestyle, and I think the facilities that you have here will help promote that. When it comes to your home, everything is taken care of through the water property service management, along with the stress-free rental management service that they offer. Maintenance of the properties, when it comes to your home, everything is taken care of through Quinta Dorada's, guaranteed contacts, having these partners with experienced tradespeople and highly recommended local businesses is great for maintaining your property to higher standards. I mean, you do have a 5-year guarantee with all of these houses, but you've got at least one good company that's going to look after your garden, your swimming pool, making sure that everything is in tip-top condition when you're going to come and enjoy your property. Housekeeping. Who wants to change the linen? Not me. So you've got all these things on hand, making sure the beds are turned down when you arrive and everything is clean and ready to go. I'm sure, Claire, this is going to make everybody's lives easier. So having a central team to take care of this housekeeping will be a godsend for me. Last but not least, the admin and financial section. Again, we have an in-house rental team at Quinta Dorada that will take care of the properties, make sure that if you want to rent them out, that they're fully booked, making sure that you can really capitalize on your investment with a very simple operation, hands off, money in the bank. So I think this is a really good thing, again, for any potential owner, having it all on site and all at just one phone call away. Okay, so that is the last of our slides. So I think that only leaves me to say, thank you very, very much to Claire for giving us the opportunity to promote this development, and I'm really sure that Quinta Dorada will set a new gold standard in Albufeira. I would invite any of our viewers this evening, if you can register with us for the one-to-ones, we'll be happy to answer any questions that you've got. Whatever language you speak, we've got a multilingual team, so just make that preference in the box, and we'll be talking to you in Dutch and French and whichever language you like to speak. So thank you very much. Thank you, Claire.
Thank you. I just wanted to I just wanted to quickly just say, with the services, we will go beyond and above, because we also will offer pickup and drop off at the airport. The concierge service will be there 24 hours a day. And this is very important for people today. So we're trying to make their lives as happy and as easy as possible. And thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, both John and Claire. Wonderful job. I think you gave a lot of information, good information, very clear. I see that there's no new questions in the chat. There has been some questions about some financial questions, tax-wise questions, we will answer them separately with clients that ask those questions, because that needs a little bit more of personal information before we can give you the right answer. But yes, thank you, John, one more time. And thank you, Claire. Really nice. And yeah, I really, really hope that we can make many of you happy with a nice property here in Quinta Dorada. We are available online. We are available, of course, in Albufeira as well, with our office there. And we can take you to the site of Quinta Dorada, where we will meet Claire then, being there on site almost every day. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you soon in Portugal. Bye-bye.